And in this corner, we have the blue team rocking and rolling, and we have the red team ready to go. You see we have two opponents. Ready, fight. Uh-oh, got him in the headlock. And it's touchdown season for the opponent. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, family. This is S. Missy here to tell you about counter talk-ups, pages and scripts, and of course, eating to live life. That's Temple Health. Eating to live life. Eating to live life. Okay, fam, as you saw earlier that we had the Timo Supremos. You see somebody has somebody in the headlock, and the other one has the other one in the elbow lock. So when you see that, that just lets you know that's a good grip when it comes to defenses on offenses. Now I'm sharing it with you because it's important that because this month is what I'm going to talk about, gives you another opportunity, gives you an opportunity to get out your frustrations. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Bullying, domestic violence, eye injury, dental hygiene, and breast cancer. Those are what we're going to speak on. I have a little bonus about the way that we are preparing our foods, okay? All right, so what I just showed you was about the domestic violence and bullying. They both stem from something deep inside that has not been resolved or talked about. It is always good that you can go get some assistance, some therapies that doesn't really require medication. Sometimes you just need to talk it out. You just need to talk it out, okay? Whether it's children, because it's still on the brink of breaking some things in people, not just hands-on, but also verbal things. That hurts people's feelings. You know, they used to say a long time ago, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a lie. Words hurt because you carry it here and you carry it here in your heart. And it start affecting the way you see things and you see people. Do you see that person again? Will you have the same, all those things start welling up inside as you want to just grip your fist a little bit? No. Whether you live with them or you see them every now and then, you see them at school, there's no room for domestic violence. There's no room for bullying. You had no business to do that to anybody. You take your frustrations out on the what? You go to the gym. You go outside and do some bike riding. Join an MMA, karate, whatever you need to. But you have no business to put your hands on anybody out of frustration and anger. That means something going on with you. Something going on with you, fam. It's internal. You shouldn't put your hands on anybody. You shouldn't even say words, mean words. Stop being mean. Don't say mean words. My parents used to say a long time ago, if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything. Or they'll say, zip it. It's okay to not say anything. You can't argue with a stop sign, right? A stop sign is a stop sign. And you can't do anything except stop. Because that's what it says. S-T-O-P. So same thing. When you feel like you're about to explode, you have to learn how to walk away. Try different strategies. Ask for some help. Get the help that you need, but don't put your hands on people. That causes people to go in a different mindset. And they carry that for years and years. It's like a heavy backpack. No, I ain't gonna let it go. No, I got it. No. I hold on to it. As Pastor Jenkins used to say, years ago. If somebody's trying to help lighten your load, you trying to keep it on. The longer you keep it, the heavier it get. Dragging you down, pulling you away from your gifts, talents, and abilities that you're supposed to do to glorify God. But it's hard to do if you got that stuff. It just keep hanging around. It just keep calling me, like Martin said. It just keep calling me. Yeah. So that takes care of your domestic and your bullying. Because again, no hands should be touching anybody. No word should be saying. That hurts. It hurts. It hurts when you say it to your parents. It hurts when you say it to your parents. I'm talking about the older generation. It hurts when you say it to your teachers, your peers. I know sometimes we play, but if the face is not looking like your face in a joking way, that means it hurt. That hurts. Like putting sand on a wound. Sand does not help at all when it's a wound. It makes it worse. Sand or salt, either way is worse. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Just watch your words. Your words hurt. Your words hurt. So let's be careful, mouth, what we say. Lips of clay. Be careful, lips of clay, what we say. I'm talking to me too. Be careful, little hands, what you touch. Be careful, little hands, what you touch. Oh, the Father up above, He is looking down and up. Oh, be careful, little hands, what you touch. Okay? All right. So get the help you need. You don't have to be big and bad and prove to your friends you this, you that. You're human. Whether you're a child or you're an adult, uh, whatever. It's not just people against people in school. You know, it can happen even when you're in nursing homes. So again, you have to be careful. Watch how you talking. Watch how you talk. It hurts. It hurts. So let's ease up. And it's okay to say I'm sorry, but don't keep going back to the same vomit. Don't keep going back to the same vomit. You said I'm sorry sincerely. I didn't mean to do that, and say what it is that you did that was wrong. And then put in practice what is it that you should have done and do that. Okay, fam? Make it right. Make it right, okay? All right. So for the second part we're going to talk about are your eyes. Now, just a few months ago, I talked about the eye health. Look back in, I believe it was May, and you'll see more details. But we're going to talk about eye injury, and it was pretty much the same thing. Is that you have to take care of this. All of your organs, your whole body is made of trillions of cells, and you don't want these interfered by the foods I'm going to show you. That's a no. Don't even make it a habit of I'm going to do it in moderation, because every time you do things in moderation, you start the clock over every time. You start the clock over every time. Okay, fam? Okay, so your eye is very sensitive to injuries. Now, glasses won't keep your eyes safe because, as you can see, it's space here, and anything can get around the eye through here. I remember one time I went into the operating room and I didn't put my goggles on. I had them on my head like I had my glasses. And as soon as I scrubbed and I had put my outfit on, I said, "Oh, I forgot my goggles. Hey, can you grab my goggles?" I specialized um, uh, goggles from Stryker. Strikers, you know, they do all the ortho products and nails and bolts and stuff to keep you all together when you're falling apart. Anyway, I had my Stryker eye shields, but somebody else put them on, and so when they put them on so. We went to go do the procedure for a OBGYN situation, I think. Um, And of course, you know, it's always blood and guts and stuff like that. Well, the doctor hit a artery, and this is where it went. If I was down further, it would have got in my eye. And you know what I had to do? I had to break scrub immediately. Somebody had to scrub me out, and I can go to occupational, unoccupational, one of those infection control. That's what it is. I had to go to infection control to get uh, hepatitis B and whatever else I needed to do, the series. And that person had to stay in the hospital longer because I didn't put my goggles on the right way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got to put our goggles on when you're doing eye safety. When you got to take care of this. This is so important. So important. You have to take care of your eyes. You don't want anybody to have to lead you everywhere. Your eyes need to be healthy. And when you eat God's garden foods, you become that much more sharp in your eyes. Sometimes you get to a point where you don't need your glasses, except maybe at night. You know what makes your eyes worse? These foods make your eyes worse. These medications make your eyes worse. These drinks make your eyes worse. You can't tell. I talked to a young lady yesterday, and she said, "Oh, I can tell when I need to stop." No, you cannot possibly look into your cells and see, well, those group of cells need some help. No, you can't see. You won't even feel it. It takes 10 to 30 years plus. You start seeing effect of the food I just showed you, plus other stuff that's not on there. That we have to be absolutely careful. We have to take care of our eyes. Wear the safety goggles. Glasses are for reading and paying attention sharper, but safety goggles wraps around your eyes like the bugs. It wraps around the eyes. So in every angle, there's no way it could get in there. Now, if you have somebody else put it on you, then you might have that situation I had where it could have been in my eye. And that would have been bad for me to have somebody else blood in my body. Oh no. So put your safety goggles on for your eye. Okay? Very important. Take care of yourself. That's your temple. God has given you charge. He asked you to take care of it. That's why y'all was having a conversation in your mom's womb. He was talking to you about some real serious things. And we have to make sure we do what we're supposed to do. All right. So our next topic is dental hygiene. That's it. Doesn't it look like a perfectly shaped mouth with the teeth and gums all pink and stuff? Well, sometimes people don't have pink gums, and it doesn't mean that they're not taking care of their teeth. It could just mean that they may have a certain condition. Don't disregard somebody because their pigmentation in their gums is different from yours. That's not right. Okay, they have clean teeth. They might have a condition. Okay, so don't trip with somebody. Man, you been taking care of your teeth. Yeah, they've been taking care of their teeth and their gums. They just might have a condition. But anyway, if your gums look like this, amen, Lord, amen. Take care of your teeth and gums. Now, unfortunately, this mouth is halfway of cavities. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top and 2 at the bottom. And so with this is 700 to 900, 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 700 to 900. I just showed you what foods causes that. And the lack of not brushing your teeth. Because everybody, as soon as they finish a meal, a drink, tea, coffee, they don't go brush into the bathroom to brush their teeth. No. You brush them when you get home after you get out the shower, before you go to bed, or whatever the case may be. But as I say, very important we take care of our gums, our teeth, our mouth. Mouth health is super, super important. We know right around the corner is what? Halloween. And not so much the children, but the adults can be going through their children's bag and eating most of the candy that's supposed to be for the children. But you really shouldn't eat sugary stuff like that. I know it's the season, I get it, but the sugar starts breaking down your enamel. You're not gonna brush your teeth. Your children not gonna brush their teeth as soon as they finish eating. But even if you do brush your teeth after you finish, it's still sugar already in your bloodstream. It's addictive. That's why the dentist look forward to you. Oh, the whole family's here. All right. Crack, 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 crack. They getting ready to do something. Let me see. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh, look, it's a little sticky. So when they go through your teeth and they see that one of the picks, number 7, whatever number it is, gets stuck in your teeth, that means it's a possible cavity. I just told you, $700 to $900 for a cavity be restored. And sometimes you might have to get a root canal because it's just super sensitive and tender. But again, it's going to cost you somewhere. So if you just go ahead and ask the Lord to help you with your mouth, because it starts in the palate, it starts in the mouth, part 1. But actually, the bonus is starts in the mind. You have to know that you're worth it. You have to know that you're worth it. You're worth of having healthy gums, teeth, brain cells is super, super critical. And watch out for not having fluoride toothpaste, because fluoride gets in the bloodstream. It's not good. Yeah, I know they say it's get the fluoride toothpaste, but the fluoride free is just as more powerful as a fluoride. I know it's hard to decipher, but that's when you get in the mind of reading all the things, reading the ingredients. That's what we have to take time to do. That is going back to read the ingredients of the things that we're consuming, because it will be consuming us soon enough if we're not paying attention, if we're not careful. So your dental care, your eye care, your domestic violence, your bullying, all those are for this month, for October. I want you all to take in consideration. It is Halloween, and sometimes a lot of the time people go really overboard. And when you start seeing all these decorations, sometimes it's something hidden inside of them. They just have all these crazy decorations. And like, I know some people like to pull out the whole streamline of all the scary movie characters that they used to watch. Well, sometimes that's scary for children and some adults. So you just have to really be cognizant of that. Just being careful what you're doing. So I would just encourage you to be careful when you go out there. You don't even have to go trick or treating. I know they got trunk or treat too, but again, it promotes the same thing. Eating the candy that you know you're going to eat most of because you want the candy. You just use the baby. Let me stop. That's another kind of way of getting free candy without having to pay all that money, because it's a lot of money invested in Halloween and in the decorations and stuff like that. It's a lot of money. I get it. But we still have to be cognizant of what we're doing. We are to do things to glorify God. The 3 things I always say when we go to the last part is cancer. What causes cancer is the growth of abnormal cells, and they begin to move. Emotional trauma, stress loads, and food. Those are the 3 things that cause your body not just to receive cancer and start aggravating those cells, but also other debilitating disease disorders episodes. You got to get out and exercise. You got to get some sunshine. Vitamin D is what they call it. You don't have to go to a tanning bed because that's artificial. We don't want to partake in artificial fake stuff. We want to make sure we're eating and exposed to natural things the way God intended us to be. Natural. Okay? All right. So, last few segments, I'll say. When the last time you looked at your pot? Whether you use the cast iron or the Teflon, which is plastic and the same thing that plumbers use to wrap around the tubing, piping to keep it from leaking. Just saying. That's what that non-skid over here. That coating, Teflon, is plastic, y'all. And when you keep using it, it has a tear or rip in here. Are you still keeping the pot? Are you still eating food out of there and you just use one side that's not touching? Once it get heated It exposes whatever is in the lining of the metal. I'm pretty sure it's not a good type of metal, but it's still not a good way of eating the foods is here. Your guests you serve, they're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer. Your children gonna suffer. Your husband, wife gonna suffer. Your grandma, your granddaddy, anybody you serving out of this pot and pan that has a whole bunch of scratches and scrapes, they're gonna suffer because this is dangerous to inhale and ingest. Because inhaling is going to be, of course, the smoke and steam that comes from it when it's cooking. The ingestion is when you eat it. And again, like I say, family, that 10 to 30 year plus mark is when you're going to start seeing signs and symptoms of this thing. So, should you keep the pot that has scrapes and scratches? Teflon, non-skid, that's not good to eat out of. And definitely get rid of, you have any styrofoam cups and plates, let them go. The popcorn that has the kernels and stuff in the bag, and you just throw it in there and it pops 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Let it go. It's got carcinogenic lining in the bag. Styrofoam, carcinogenic. Get you some regular paper plates or real ceramic or porcelain plates or BPA-free plastic and eat out of those. Absolutely. I told you, it's everything that incorporates what eating to live life. It's not just eating, it's also finances, because if you don't have enough funds for that, and you're going to be desperate and get stuff that I just showed you that's not good. But you can't eat these things, and these are some things that Jesus ate in his day. And this helped maintain their weight and all the nutrition that they need. All the nutrition that they need. All right. Now, maybe not the oatmeal because that didn't come to later, but definitely the pine nuts, the dates, the date cakes, fig cakes, raisin cakes, specific bread, and fish. This is what his disciples ate. And do you know what, fam? Are there any sick disciples you saw in the book? Nowhere in the Bible it is describing any sick disciples, because they ate God's food, because Jesus walked with them and that's what was the thing to eat. None of them had health issues. So when you change from the yellow piece of paper I showed you that had all the unhealthy stuff to the clear plate that had all the stuff that Jesus and his disciples ate, that's what you should eat. You won't have health issues. Okay? You okay, fam? If you change the way you think about the food is to glorify God. And if it doesn't have nutritional value, it doesn't change your cells, it doesn't redirect some things, it doesn't help your body in any way to revert and restore back to its original state, then you shouldn't eat it. But you can eat this though. Now, this is called couscous. Couscous is like a particular rice. Great protein, and it's much, much healthier. Now, don't get the fancy one that has the season in it, because every time you get that, it becomes from 10 ounces to 5.5 ounces. It gives you a little bit and then the season. Hey, I say, fam, get your own season. The body of complete seasoning. And with this, and you got a meal plan. For breakfast, we're going to go with breakfast. We're going down the list, fam. Absolutely. All right, so for breakfast, this is what you pick. One of these two. You can get the original big box or you can get the packs. Either way, whatever works for you. A little honey, some fruit, you good to go. Breakfast time. All right. For lunch, you have your 9-ounce salad. Put all your fruits and vegetables in here. Your kale, your spinach, your iceberg. Get the organic version. And the juices from the fruit, or you can also have the absolutely vinaigrettes that's to your liking. The creamy, thick dressing is a no, no, no. You don't want that. Mm-mm-mm. And then for dinner, hey, now you got your salad. No, I'm sorry, that was the other one. You got your soup. Your soup. You have couscous at the bottom if you want. or wait till you finish and pour the soup on top of the couscous. So that's what we all do. They babies, that's like they crave fave. That's their favorite. So you can have your kidney beans, your black beans, your lentils, all your beans that you want to put in there with a whole lot of water, badia, garlic, onions. You can cut up some fresh peppers, throw them in there, fresh onions, and just go to town, fam. You don't need no cornbread. You don't need no crackers. You don't need no bread. You don't need no yeast rolls. None of that. Just having this and having the couscous, you good to go. You're gonna be full. And you won't have those cravings, but your cravings gotta be controlled by heat. Greatest heat is in you, the heat that is in the world. Okay? Greatest heat is in me, the heat that is in the world. So greater in me, greater in you is better than ones that are in the world. So now that we know better, we'll do better, right, fam? This is your counter talk ups today with S Missy. I will see you next month, fam. Keep it left, locked in, stay hydrated, stay healthy, and stay humbled because you're worth it. Take care.